Hey guys, this is Sarah with SarahleeCrochet&Fabrics coming in to just show you guys a quick little sharing video. Sharing is a technique that's used usually, I think we see it more in tube tops where it gives that stretch. What you need with sharing, first you need a sewing machine, and this is a Brother 2600i. The settings I have is for this one, which is the tension. I have it set at the 4, and then let me just see, I think I would just try to move the camera, sorry guys. And then for the stitch width, I just have it at a 4, and then for the stitch length, I have that at a 3. So that's what I have set on my machine for sharing, and that's what works for me. And then for sharing, you do need elastic thread. I got this off of Amazon. It was a huge spool of it. You do need to thread your own bobbin. Now, this probably will be tedious for some. It's not that big of a deal for me. Let me see here, get it on camera. I usually thread 4 to 5 at a time, and I just wrap it. I don't really pull on it or anything like that. That's pretty much why you cannot use a regular bobbin threader. Sorry guys, my little spool is all over the place here. Okay, so I just go ahead and just wind it around, no big deal. Make sure it doesn't tangle. And you get, I think I pay like 10 bucks for a black spool and a white spool of this elastic thread. I love sharing. I think I'm darn near addicted to it because it gives you a good fit. Usually I will share the top of the dress and then do like a full skirt, and I'll put some pictures of dresses I have utilized sharing with. So yeah, you just do that until it gets full. I won't do the whole thing. Let me set this aside. And then what I'll do is show you when things decide to act right here. Okay. And you know what, let me put a larger, something that have a little bit more on it, so we can at least go a couple of lines of sharing. So I just put in my bobbin as usual, follow the directions. I'm going to use the red thread because that's what I'm using to make the item I'm making now. So yeah. Now I did watch a lot of sharing videos. What I learned from watching it, and it wasn't working for me, was that I was not, some of them said backstitch, some of them said don't. I realized for me personally, backstitching at the beginning and the end is what gets my work looking great every time. So I do backstitch at the beginning of, or in the end of every row. So you just start sewing, and then you backstitch there, and then you turn around, and then you lift your needle, and then you move over a couple, just a little bit. Sorry, it's always extra when you're trying to show people. So I just use my pedal as a space direction between it. Now you do want to stretch it out when you're sewing the line. If it's a bigger item, then you just want to stretch up a little bit at a time, but you do want to stretch it out. And you just go down again. And then backstitch. Backstitch, honestly guys, is the key. I was having so many issues when I was initially doing this, and it was just not working for me. Now you do have to keep an eye on your bobbin because you don't want to run out in the middle of a line. So your first time doing a few lines after you hand wind your bobbin, you kind of want to get a mental note of how many rows that you can do before you run out. You get close to running out. To have that needle in there when I turn, do that back stitch. And honestly guys, sharing does not have to be perfect space in between. I'm extremely beginner sewer, and just checking out my bobbin there, even though this is not an actual project, but out of habit, I love to check out, get into the habit of checking out that bobbin, because I just don't like to run out in the middle of a row. And make sure, like I said, you keep that when you're working on a different row. Make sure you stretch it out so that you're working in a straight fabric. Slide that on over. Go ahead and back stitch. I'm forever popping my bobbin deal open out of habit. Let me know what you guys think, if you've ever done shirring before. If you wanted to do it, but it looks difficult, it is not. Alright, so I'm just going to end that here. Alright, so this is what we have, guys. This is shirring. And you can see how it looks like. Really, really cute. I absolutely love it. And what you can do, you can make a little tube top. You can make a dress out of it. You can do all kinds of stuff with shirring. So let me know. And it's another thing about this is, if you're not sure of the child or adult size, you can guesstimate a little bit with shirring, because it has so much give. And yeah, pretty, huh? All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Well, let me show you guys what I'm actually shirring today. Pull this little sewing machine over here. I'm actually working with this fabric. It is from the seller Zesty Couture right here on TikTok, and I am sharing a top that I will add puffy sleeves to. So right now I'm just working on the share parts, and then I will add sleeves and everything to it. So thank you guys so much. Have a beautiful day, and talk to you later.